I'm trying to stop laughing, guys. If y'all haven't seen this video on YouTube, I highly recommend you go watch it. Y'all know how we've been trying to figure out why David looks the way he looks. This is the reason, y'all. This was the love of his life. And this man is still distraught because, he got the dark circles. His eyes won't stay straight. This is why that he missed this woman. I'm guessing this is the wife. If you haven't seen this, just look up Allie and David's love story. There's only one video on this channel, but go look at it because he looks so healthy here. Why does it look like no one has any kissing experience? Like everybody look like that. Like that's how it looks. Focus on. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Crystal. Oh my gosh, guys, this episode brought what it needed to bring, okay? Or it gave, how do they say it? It was giving what it need to have gave. Cause listen, oh my God, I had to get a drink. I'm over here with my margarita. First, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in, dropping by my page, okay? Thank you so much. Hopefully you're subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and subscribe. It's free, do it. Let's subscribe, okay? So we picked up from where we left off on last week's episode with Liz and Dave and their spat, right? If you guys didn't notice, I'm wearing my jean jacket in honor of David's elimination, okay? You like my jacket, okay? Since he's always in the denim, honey. But yeah, so we left off there. David and Liz are, going back and forth. Of course, they're going back and forth about who should be talking instead of actually talking. So he just blurts out, I self-eliminated. I self-eliminated. I just wanted to let you know that I self-eliminated. And Liz was just like, well, why didn't you call and tell me? You know what I'm saying? Like, we could have skipped all of this, because it was just a bunch of theatrics. But that is why he did that live last week, because he knew he had to save face. That is why. And, he's trying to put it like, the enemy was attacking him. But fam, you were the enemy. Like, look at how you have been behaving yourself. You know what I'm saying? On this show against, you are wild, okay? And then after watching that video, see, YouTube is messy because I was not looking for none of that man's stuff, no information on him. I didn't look at any interview with the wife, any of that. The only thing that I had saw was the live that came up last weekend, why do I keep saying weekend, y'all? Anyways, but the last week, and because it popped up on my, my algorithm, I was like, well, let me go ahead and, look at it. Well, right before I got to do this video, child, I see that y'all guys, it's only like 17 minutes. Y'all go look at that video. It is, it answers a lot of questions that we have. And again, Wild Boy looks the way that he looks because that man is hurting, okay? He lost his soulmate because, anyways, David, he, storms out, just making this very dramatic exit. Liz can hardly get a word in still. He's just, no questions. I ain't got no questions. Just super dramatic. And, but he finally came back to the camera, right? And he's just like talking about he's a man of God, and before he gets, when he sees the enemy, he's gonna jump out ahead of it. And it's like, that has nothing to do with what's going on. Like, help me understand. So he just storms off and, talking about how he's just this man of God. And it's like, listen, we talking about two different entities here. The way you behaved and you being a man of God are clearly two polar opposites, okay? Because any man who, you know, fears God would not treat women the way that you treated Liz. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. Bye, David. Hope you get the help you need. So Ron and Amber, oh, Ron, you did not have to disrespect your way out. Like, you could have been a gentleman, respected what she said, even if you had an opinion to give. There's a way to do it, and you just chose to be disrespectful. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Alexis. I understand. She is a whole lot, but you know, that's the exterior. Looking, you know, at how she is and the way she moves, that is a very insecure woman. And you know, with insecurities, that brings up a very hurt person. People aren't born with insecurities, okay? So when you have insecurities, I do believe that's something you should work on actively, right? And that's kind of her mask behind it. But when you see a woman, and I'm talking to men, when you see a woman who has insecurities, you don't twist the knife. And I feel like that's what he did in this instance. First of all, when he started his statement off, oh wow, lost a lot of respect. You know, I thought you were smarter and better than that. So you're gonna devalue this woman, tell her that she's basically stupid for not picking you. And then on top of that, tell her about her friend or the girl that, you know, that's on the show that he's dating, you know, I guess secretly. First of all, when he said that, that's like the equivalent to, you know how when like you out and, you know, a dude will be like, hey, what's up? You know, can I holler at you? And you tell them no, and they be like, fuck you then, bitch. I ain't want your number, no way, ho. Like that, that seemed like the equivalent to his reaction. And just like, man, you didn't have to do all that. Like literally, it was just so. Alexis may be, you know, again, a whole lot, but she didn't deserve all that. Like, and then for him to try to hurt her with this, you know, I just went on a date with Amber last night and I kissed her. So, you know, I was done with this. And I'm like, see, that is so bitch made. And I hate when men do that, like when you're trying to intentionally hurt somebody, especially when she wasn't even disrespectful toward you. I could see if you were defending yourself and it just kind of got nasty between the both of y'all, but she wasn't even being nasty with you. You were just, it was a damn shame. It was a damn shame, y'all. And I can't respect a man who does shit like that. Anyways, next. Okay, so the guys meet at the gentleman's lounge, and nephew Tommy basically tells them that they are meeting at a ranch with the ladies, you know, and he says something that's so real. He's just like, you never know somebody until you live with them. That is the truth. Like, y'all know what I mean. People who have had live-in boyfriends and, you know, or the father to your child or the mother to your child, y'all know once you move in, that sheet comes down, the smoke and mirrors go away, and woo. So I think that's why this episode was so hot, because the smoke and mirrors, y'all, they're going away. But it's 4 men left, 5 women left, and in all honesty, for one, Kyra is like the main common denominator. But since it's the men's week, since it's their week to eliminate, it's really between Jason and AJ, because they both have love triangles, right? So with Jason, it's Kyra and Liz, and with AJ, it's Kyra and Alexis. Now, I want to know, who you all think is gonna go home, because the way, even just taking those 3 women, I feel like I know who would be the bottom 2, but I'm not gonna say nothing. I want to know what y'all think. Who do y'all think is gonna get eliminated? Just let me know. Anyways, so everybody's showing up. The women look, you know, good in their denim. So I guess this is a tribute to them too, in my denim, my oversized denim, child. But yeah, so all the women look good, especially Liz. I loved her outfit. Jason, you know, he's being a gentleman, pulling her bags in and all of that kind of stuff. The guys look great. When Alexis came in, she's already like, she's on one. She is not here to play no games because of what happened with Ron, and then apparently AJ didn't pick up the phone, and it's like, girl. Honestly, I just don't see this ending well for Alexis. So one of the parts that I wanted to skip to was when the ladies are talking and asking my auntie about Joel, and she's so secure, she's beaming, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's so happy talking about Joel, and you know how he's just, you know, she's secure. And you know, he walks up, oh, what's up, babe? I heard my name. What you know? And Amber, y'all, Amber really played us, because when this show started, she was trying, you know, she seemed real quiet and, you know, timid and shy. You know, this girl, she was pulling the cat out the bag this episode. So Amber, she's like, you know, while he's talking, oh, but is she your number 1? Didn't you choose Kyra or something to that extent? And I'm like, damn, girl, like, did you really need to say that? But y'all know it's TV. We got to get it popping on TV, right? He's pissed in his confessionals. Like, Joel is pissed. Like, who told her? Messy ass Ron told her. That's who told her. Child. Oh, of course, Vernisha is just like, what, bruh? Like, you've been my number 1 this whole damn time. What do you mean? You know? So of course they're kind of getting into it. It's kind of getting a little escalated, and Amber like inserts herself again. And I'm like, sis, just stop, please, because you just throwing more fuel to the fire. And it's not even a like, I'm looking out for my girl sort of thing. Like, I don't care what nobody says. Like, that was not the move. That was not the move, y'all. If she was really looking out, she would have either, you know, talk to her off camera, or talk to her, you know, even if she was on camera, and just pulled her to the side so that Vernisha could be strategic about what she needed to go, or how she needed to go about Ron. She did not do that. That was so messy. It was messy as fuck. And it just, you embarrassed that lady. Like, child. All right, so Seagram pulls up, and yeah, I just wanted to mention, now throughout this, you know, the show, I have not heard Vernisha talk as much as she has. And child, when that Seagram's band pulled up and they were honking, what the hell? Okay, we coming. Like, goddamn. I was like, oh girl. I was like, dang, girl, I've never heard so much out of Vernisha. And it was just funny to hear, you know, because she was like instantly annoyed. And I already know that stuff with Joel had already pissed her off. So that, listen, I understand, girl, a honking horn, especially if you leaning on it, that'll piss me off too. But I just never heard her so vocal until this episode, like so much. And I guess because this episode kind of, Amber highlighted, you know, the fact that Joel basically hold her. And, you know, so now we're hearing more from them since this whole, you know, this season has began. And the secret band get there, all the couples or whatever, they come out to have a snowball, and we call them snow cones, child. I don't know what it, like, when I think of snowball, I think of a ball of snow. So, but we here in the South call them snow cones. And they're all having their own Seagram snow cones. And Joel, you might as well wrap it up, Joel. I'm gonna tell my auntie to find me another uncle, because you just, there's been too many offenses with you, Joel. And I feel like a man at his age, with the mistakes he's making, should not be the mistakes that he's making. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. So what I mean is, you are too old to have communication issues like this, to be as spiteful as you're being. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it was that during the elimination, you know what I'm saying? Standing her up, you know, like, you expect that kind of stuff happening from younger guys, right? You don't expect, or younger girls too, you don't expect that from a man at his age who's gone through what he's gone through, you know, as far as him being in a relationship, you know, him having a marriage and having 2 kids. Like, you grow when in those types of events in your life. It matures you, or at least it's supposed to. And that's not what happened. Like, homeboy, he really out here acting like he's a 20-year-old cat. And that's not the case, my guy. You are really out here just, and then he's just like, you know, it's a mistake, it's a mistake. It's not, fam, like, a mistake is a mistake. A pattern is a pattern. And that's where I'm gonna leave it at. He's trying to flirt his way back onto Vernisha, and that's not what she's looking for. She's looking for accountability and an apology. It's really not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's right. Like, we can have a disagreement, but don't throw me away because we had a disagreement. We're human. We're man and woman. We're from 2 different planets. We're going to have disagreements. We're not always going to be, you know, happy honky-dory. We're gonna have problems, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm willing to fight, then you should be willing to fight with me. And for him to, like, do what he did, it's parallel as what David did to Liz. The only difference between David and Joel is Joel is cool. Like, he's smooth. He got, you know, some oomph about himself. David, child, y'all better go look at that video after you done watching mine. The ladies are talking, and Amber is asking, like, what are you expecting to happen, you know, I guess this weekend. And Alexis is like a made up mind. Child, Alexis looks so exhausted, y'all. She looks so exhausted. She looks over it, okay? She is just like, girl, just make up your mind, please. And honestly, I really don't blame her. Like, yes, Kyra has options, because Kyra can have options. That's great. But here's the thing. Kyra isn't forming connections to where she's on a path. It's kind of still like, everything's still up in the air. And it's like, first of all, you going after or you want to, you know, keep AJ in the back pocket because AJ is attractive. It's not even because of the history anymore. You have forgiven this man altogether, even though y'all already had y'all's, you know, y'all rift in y'all's past, and you've forgiven this man altogether, and you're still trying to find that connection. But with Jason, you really want to, you know, date him and see where things go. So it's like, girl, can you stick to where you're going? Because yes, it's a dating show, but the ultimate goal is to be with one person. That's the ultimate goal. Again, This is not marriage at first sight. We're just dating. We're just trying to get ready for love. If you guys have chemistry, y'all hitting it off, y'all's conversation is great, then go there. But y'all are, it's literally the numbers are dwindling down. We're not even talking about when it was 20 people anymore. It's literally coming down to the last 9. I guess, I don't know if she's just waiting on the right words or what, I don't know. But girl, listen, AJ has poured so much into redeeming himself that he's not even made a way for a connection. The only thing he's been putting energy for is to redeem himself. Even with Alexis, when on their first date, and she was throwing that cat at him, and he was like hitting her with the Heisman basically. What did he do after that when he knew he was about to start getting eliminated? He started redeeming himself. Kyra, when he was taking you on the date, he was redeeming himself. This man is not trying to be with nobody. What are y'all waiting on? Like, it's just boggling to me, because literally it's the show is for you to find somebody to start dating. So they switch over to Jason and AJ talking. And they're talking about, of course, Kyra. And both Jason and AJ, they both have someone to fall back on. Both of them. Like, if all goes bad, they really do have someone to fall back on. I've not known men to play the field. I don't know a man, not unless he's a self-proclaimed side dude, to play the field. And I'm just keeping it all the way a stack. I don't know one. Even with this being a dating show, like I said, because the numbers are dwindling down, they're starting to cozy up to that second choice. So I feel like what Kyra's doing could get her potentially eliminated. If y'all think I'm wrong, that's fine. I'm just looking at it from like an outside perspective of, I don't know no man that's gonna do that. He gonna move the fuck around. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, teach his own. Teach his own. Next, horseback riding date. The definition of awkward. Because this is the love triangle-ish, because we're just missing Alexis. Which, y'all, poor Alexis. This whole episode, she has not been like cuddled up, lovey-dovey with anybody. It's been sad to watch. They go on the horseback riding, and it's AJ and Kyra and Liz and Jason. First of all, why did the horse keep beating Liz up? Like, poor Liz and her foot. But AJ says, you know, about Kyra, he's just like, well, you know, I've been giving Kyra space to make other connections with other men, you know, letting her, you know, and hopefully that'll be reciprocated back to me, and that'll come back, and, you know, she'll see that I'm giving her space. First of all, AJ, I see what you're doing. You're not giving her space to connect with other men. You're not trying to make a connection, okay? So you're not pressed about her making connections with other men. You're just trying to stay on the show for whatever reason. Like, I guess, you know, for his occupation. I don't know, y'all. I don't know why he's still trying to stay on the show, but I'm just like, AJ, I'm picking up what you're putting down, and you're not just giving that woman space just because you're trying to show Kyra that you're just this stand-up guy who's patient and who's... Miss me with that. You're not trying to make no connections on the show. Let's keep it a stag. Like, no. Next. So Joel is still trying not to apologize. Like, he is doing everything but being accountable and apologizing to Vernisha. And it's really sad to see, because it's like, listen, you know you messed up. You know that's what you shouldn't have done. It's been brought to Front Street. Let's just admit fault and be done. I know it's hard to admit fault, you know, because it's just not something you want to do, because you don't want to be seen as a bad person. But it's like, if you have a good system to forgive yourself about the mistakes that you've made or whatever you've done, and forgive yourself, it shouldn't be hard to ask somebody to forgive you too. He was just doing way too much to not apologize. You know what I'm saying? So when Vernisha goes, because she gave him the floor, right? Vernisha gave him the floor to just apologize, and he wouldn't take it. So when she goes out and she's venting, Chris hears it, and of course Chris is such a stand-up guy. Like, he's just like, oh no, like, you about to lose, bro. You need to talk to her. When he was going into, he was like, it's a wrap. Chicken wrap, avocado wrap, lettuce wrap. I was like, I can't. But he was absolutely right. Like, you need to be accountable, because that woman is embarrassed and she's hurt because she's basically put all her eggs in one basket. And I don't know why men function like this, but it seems as though when other men, you know, weigh in on the same issue, that's when they get it. Why do y'all do that? Why can't you just believe women? Like, it's like y'all just don't believe us. So Liz and Jason's gazebo time that they had, it was very romantic. Jason's still trying to get them cheeks, okay? Because she asked for a foot massage. He the type of dude that'll give a foot massage and it'll turn into sex. You can't convince me otherwise, y'all. Like, He but it was still cute, very romantic. It was like a little like a old black and white video, because once they started talking, they had a moment where it was just like, Liz, Jason. Yeah, it was cute. I can't deny that. But when he was talking to her and they were, you know, vibing, he was saying, like, you know, I forgot all about, you know, AJ and Kyra. And I was like, ooh. Kyra, you in danger, girl. Like, him and Liz are really connecting. And when he said that she brings him peace, I say, wrap it up, Kyra. Wrap it up. He's getting swept up. As they, you know, after they have that Liz and Jason moment, he said, you know, he kissed her. Oh, Lord. What? Yo, why does it look like no one has any, like, kissing experience? Like, everybody look like they, like, that's how it looks like. Y'all, it looks like he eating her mouth. I want them to not. Like, what happened to like the, okay, you got the top, I got the bottom, and we're gonna let this happen? No, oh, it was so bad, guys. I was like, I can't watch this. and like and I'm not a prude. Oh, I am far from a prude, honey. And I don't mind watching people kiss, you know, like, especially like on TV, you know, it's, but this episode, this, get it together, Crystal. This episode, okay. Okay. This episode, why does it look like, you know, people can't kiss? It's been hard to watch. It's been hard to watch people kiss because it just looks, it looks like when you first, like when you're, you know, 13 or whatever, and you're learning how to kiss, and it just looks so incredibly painful. And let me drink something. That kiss. Anyway, Joel finally, right? He finally apologizes. It was like 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, right? It just took too many attempts, like, instead of just being straight up. And he finally apologizes, and Vernisha accepts the apology, and she lets him know, listen, it doesn't take long for me to be mad, just let me have my time. And he, of course, with, you know, well, you gotta let me talk too, which I definitely understand because communication is key. But if you would have communicated effectively the first time, it wouldn't have taken the whole damn day to resolve the issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, y'all gonna have a little, you know, tiff, and y'all gonna, you know, this talking is gonna get elevated a little bit. But after that, all right, babe, listen, I fucked up. I apologize. Because like he said in his confessional, you are number one. That should have been the approach. But instead, it was kind of like putting it off and not being accountable. And it's like, come on, man, like, you can't do that. So I'm glad they squashed that. But guys, it has just been way too many red flags. I'm telling you, it's been way too many occurrences with Joel. Like, dude, you taking this woman for a ride, and she's being so accepting. But I watched Vernisha on IG. First of all, sis got that body. Okay, body, yada 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 yada. Sis got that body. And she be flexing on IG, okay? I might let her, you know, do my hair when I'm ready to wear some weave, child. she is, whew. And I don't see nothing about Joel on there, but I don't think that they're going to start opening up about that until you know, until the show is over. So AJ and Alexis are eating together, and Alexis, I'm telling you, her demeanor this entire episode has just looked incredibly exhausting. Like, she just looks so over it. And when she's talking to AJ, she's just like, you know, well, I ain't heard from you all day. But no, she was saying like, you know, I called you and I texted you and you didn't, you know, you never responded back. And he turns this whole thing around on her because she's like, I'm just trying to figure out where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's trying to make her seem as though she's the problem or that she's the one that's stirring up a whole lot. And it's like, no, your inconsistencies aren't settling in her mind. Because if she needs, I don't even want to say validation, she just wants confirmation that y'all are still on the same page. You stringing her along, and that's all he's doing, Alexis. He is not being straightforward, and he's only giving you a little bit for you to hold on to because he's keeping you in the back pocket. He is not trying to give you more that you deserve because he doesn't want to be held accountable or he doesn't want to be made responsible for your feelings at that point. He's trying to say, I don't want to be held responsible for her past. It has nothing to do with her past. It has everything about your inconsistency. And you're not giving her what she needs, clearly, because she has to ask, where are we? Where are we going? How do you feel? If an assured woman has that information, she's not asking you that. She's not asking you that, you know? So I just don't like the way he tried to flip it on her. And men are very crafty. They're very crafty in doing that. They will make you feel like you have lost all of your mind. And that is not okay. But that's something she has to work on. Play truth or dare. They're drinking, having a good time. And they dare Vernisha and Joel to kiss. Y'all stop kissing. Like, stop. Like, not, and I don't mean like stop kissing. Like, I mean, it just feels so forced. And in that situation it was. So it looked forced. There was nothing that was cringeworthy. Like, oh, the squinting of the eyes. Like, they weren't even like having their eyes closed all the way. They were kind of squinting like this. And then, you know, she hiding the, you know, hiding and kissing. And it's like, it's like, oh, please stop already. I would have just took the damn shot if it was gonna be like that. It did not look good at all. But I guess that was the purpose of the dare, right? They get to Jason and they trip him up with like a two-parter and about him being torn between Liz and Kyra. But I think we all know where he's leaning, and that is with Liz. And even Kyra said it, you know, but when she was in her confessional, she kind of like was a little stank about it, like, you know. And it's like, but you're doing the exact same thing. You're straddling the fence too. No one's making anything concrete. So, and you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? That's your business. But once you're in a predicament like this, you need to be okay with what the outcome is going to be. And because he had to take the shot, she was just, well, I just can't, you know, that means you've made up your mind, so you need to just tell me. No, be real with yourself and say, I'm attracted to AJ. That is who I want to explore my time with. What do I know? The ball is passed to AJ, and child, he gives the most general statement. Oh yeah, you know, they're both forthright. You know, they're both the same, but then they're not. One is old, one is new, one is blue, one is turquoise. Like, it was just so general, because dude, you're not really interested in making a connection with these women for whatever reason. That tickled Alexis's fancy, because she was like, oh, you know what? You know, I had my reservations about him, but now, you know, that he said what he felt about me, you know, I'm good with that. Maybe I am tripping. And it's like, girl, you not. Oh my God, no. You're not tripping, Alexis. You're not tripping, Alexis. You're not tripping, Alexis. Alexis, you're not tripping. Okay? This man is stringing you along and making you feel like you're the crazy one. You're not tripping, Alexis. But that does it for her. And so they asked Liz and Alexis, because Vernisha asked Alexis. But Joel first asked Liz, like, you know, I noticed, you know, 2 people gone. And they asked Liz about it. And Liz is just she's so classy. She is so classy, because she still had enough respect for David to not tell them that he acted a whole ass. Me, on the other hand, clearly I'm not mature enough yet, because I would be like, that nigga dogged off. Like, I would have went off and gave the play-by-play, because homeboy was really wildin'. But she was just like, no, you know, he tried to self-eliminate, basically, you know, I quit before I get fired. Now Alexis, on the other hand, it was like that information was burning a hole in her pocket, because she was ready to just spill it all. And she was like, well, you know, with Ron, I ain't been so disrespected in such a long time, and blah, 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 blah. But then she starts talking to Amber. She let Amber have it, y'all. She was just like, well, Ron told me that he was dating Amber and he kissed Amber. And, you know, me and you've been friends. Outside of this group of women, me and you have been the closest. We prayed together. You've given me advice about this man, and you dating this man behind my back. And I was like, I mean, listen, if you have to hide something from someone, you're doing something wrong. They're on a dating show. I would have, like, if it was me and I was Amber and this was just another situation of a love triangle, I would have been, you know, I would have just come out and said it. Because if we're talking on the phone, or we praying together and we talking and we're trying to make this friendship connection, I'm not gonna omit that, because I don't have anything to hide. We're on a show. Hey, he asked me out, vice versa, whatever. And this is what it is. But for her to just keep that to herself, and she was just like, what the fuck? You know. I said, ooh, Amber. And then Chris, Chris is like, hold up. Because they over here, you know, they're vibing together, got us all thinking that they're gonna make it happen. And Chris was like, what? He was just as surprised as us. So we gonna see about old Amber, y'all. She pulled the wool over our eyes. I don't know. But anyways, guys, so that's the review. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope y'all brought out y'all drinks with me to have a drink. I don't like to drink alone. Okay. So cheers to us, and another review down for the books. Y'all keep letting me know what you want me to review. I'm so down for it. And have y'all been watching it's a show called Pause on HBO Max? It's really good. I really like it. Y'all let me know. I love that show so far. It's only 3 episodes in, but really good conversation starters. At first I was a little, you know, put off by it, but like in the beginning, because there's just so much happening. Like, I don't like large crowds, so to watch it, I felt like I was in a large crowd. But it was a good show. So y'all tell me if y'all watching that. I'm gonna go because it's Sunday. Oh, and that's another question I have for you all. Do y'all want me to start dropping these on Saturday or Sunday? If y'all let me know what day to drop these on, I'll just stick to that, because it's been intermittent, and I want to make sure that y'all listen. This is a relationship, okay? I want to do right by y'all. So you tell me what days work for you, Saturday or Sunday. Got you. I'm trying to get on the schedule. So y'all let me know. We family, let me know. And I'll do just that, okay? Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all watch that video of David, and if y'all already have, put it down in the comments. Y'all, ain't that a mess? Oh child, y'all let me know. Oh my god, y'all know I'm gonna respond to the comments. Don't be stank, okay? Like Tamika say, don't be stank. Put it in the comments, okay?